Good afternoon, all. So, very good afternoon. This is the video lecture on design and analysis of algorithms. So, today we are going to discuss with the next algorithm topic. So, next algorithm topic is module 4, dynamic programming. So, we have seen till now divide and conquer in module 2. So, module 3, greedy techniques. Now we are on to module 4. So another two methods are there. Module 4, dynamic programming. Module 5, backtracking. So in this, so dynamic programming, now we shall come for the outline of this particular thing. So inside that we have introduction to dynamic programming, general method with examples, multi-stage graphs. So that will be the general concepts to introduction to dynamic programming. Next, you will be having transitive closure using Warshall algorithm. So all pairs shortest path using Floyd's algorithm, which is similar to Dijistra's algorithm. So shortest path. So what we have seen in the greedy method, so that is Dijistra's algorithm. The same thing you are going to have, the similar to it, Floyd's algorithm. Next, you come for the optimal binary search tree, knapsack problem, Bellman-Ford knapsack, Bellman-Ford algorithm, next traveling salesman problem, and reliability design. So in this very important concepts, transitive, Floyd's, knapsack, Bellman-Ford, traveling. So only these concepts are very important for exam point of view. So but it's better to understand all these concepts. Okay, so it will be very useful for the our next upcoming courses. So coming for the outline, we are going to discuss in today's class the introduction to dynamic programming. So you are going to discuss about introduction to dynamic programming with general methods and examples. Okay, so now we shall see what is dynamic programming. So dynamic programming is a technique for solving problems with overlapping subproblems. So if you are having so much of the subproblems, then you go with a dynamic programming technique. So dynamic programming technique is the technique for solving problems with overlapping subproblems. So subproblems arise from recurrence relating a given subproblem solution to the solution of its smaller subproblem. So when there is overlapping will occur, so subproblems arise from a recurrence. Okay, so till that we have seen so many recurrence relations and all. So recurrence relation can be solved using the formula T of n is equal to AT n by b plus C of n. So T of n is equal to AT n by b plus C of n. So that is the formula for recurrence relation. So subproblems arise from the recurrence relating a given subproblem solution to solution of its smaller subproblems. So dynamic programming suggests solving each of the smaller subproblem only once and recording the results in the table from which the solution to original problem can be obtained. So smaller subproblems can be solved using DP and recording the results in the table from which the solution to original problem can then be obtained. So dynamic programming can be used when the solution to the problem can be viewed as a result of sequence of decisions. Okay, so now you come for the examples. So come for the example part. So under example part, now we shall go with a knapsack problem. So knapsack we have already discussed. Given two n tuples of positive numbers v1, v2, vn and w1, w2, wn. So many things are there. So in that we are having so many vertices or number of vertices v1, v2, vn are the positive numbers with respective weights w1, w2, wn. Okay, and w is greater than 0. We wish to determine so given the set of numbers v1, v2, vn and w1, w2, wn and w is greater than 0, we wish to determine the subset. Okay, so vi such that wi is less than or equal to w. Okay, so another example we can see file merging problem. So file merging problem, you can go with a various files, that is file x1, x2, x3 or three sorted files of length 30, 20 and 10 records each. So that is, so we are having 10 records each. Merging x1 and x2 requires how many? X1 is taking how many files? 30 files. X2 is taking 20, x3 10 records. So merging x1 and x2 requires how many? 30 plus 20, that is 50 record most. Merging the result with x3, x3 means 50 plus 10, that requires 60 modes. The total number of record modes required to merge the three files this way. Total number is 60 plus x1 and x2 50 and merging that with T3 that takes 60. So total number of record modes required to merge the three files is 110. If instead we first merge x2 and x3, so if we merge x2 and x3, it is 20 plus 10, 30 modes. Then x1, it is going to take 60 modes. The total record modes made is only 20. And second merge pattern is faster than first. So that is the, now you come for the next one, principle of optimality. So under principle of optimality, what we are going to discuss, it states that optimal sequence of decision has a property that whatever the initial stage, so initial stage and decision are, the remaining stage decision must constitute the optimal solution with regard to state resulting from the first decision. So what's the difference between greedy and DP? Okay, so that is the general method with some examples we have taken. Now you come for the next topic, that is multi-stage graphs. Okay, so multi-stage graphs. So multi-stage graphs. So multi-stages. So how many stages you are having, you can tell V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 are the vertices. So stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, 6 and 7. So this is the multi-stage graphs we have taken. So how you are going to use this multi-stage graphs? So that we shall see. DP solution using forward approach. Okay, so if you are going with a forward approach, they have given the path. So cost of the node, so using forward approach. So this is the concept what we are taking using forward approach. So you can easily remember the cost of the node J at stage I to reach terminal node T. So this is the starting node. So starting node is 1. Okay. So starting node is 1 and last node terminal node is T. So you have to find from path from I to J. So how you are going to calculate the cost of node J at stage I to reach the terminal node T is being taken as cost of I comma j is equal to min of c j comma l plus cost of I plus 1 comma l. So that is the I plus 1 is nothing but stage number and l is the node. So this is only the example we have taken. So last node is 12. Okay, so you can tell. So cost of ij is equal to min of c j comma l plus cost of I plus 1 comma l. So cost of 5 comma 12. So cost of 5 to 12. So where is 5? Here. So 5 to 12. So are you having what is the cost you can find? Cost of 5 comma 12 is equal to min of cost of 5 comma 12 5 plus 1 comma l. Okay, so I comma j we have given. So 5 comma 12 it is given as 0. Cost of 4 comma 9. So you can take it as cost of 4 comma 9 is equal to 4 to 9 is equal to, so 4 to 9, 4 to 9 and 9 to 12. So that is equal to cost of 4 to 12. So cost of 4 to 12 it is 4 to 12. So you will be getting it from 4 comma 12. So you can take it as 4 to 9 and 9 to 12. So that is equal to 4. So this is the representation cost of 3 comma 6. So is equal to 3 comma 6. So is equal to min of c of j comma l it is 6 plus cost of I plus 1 that you take it as 4 comma 9 comma 5 plus cost of 4 comma 10. So that will be taken as 7. So this is the rotation how you are going to calculate the values for the cost of, so cost of all the parameters. So you have to remember this particular formula. So cost of node, so cost of node j at stage I to reach terminal node t, we can take it as cost of I comma j is equal to min of c j comma l plus cost of I plus 1 comma l. So this is the thing you can take it. So that we have taken like that, cost from 3 to 6, 3 to 7, 3 to 8, 3 to 6, 3 to 7 and 3 to 8. So from 3 to 8 how you are going to calculate? So everything is been given here and you go through that. Okay, so now if you are finding this is the path representation, now you come for the principle of optimality with respect to multi-stage graph. So what the principle of optimality will tell, suppose that in solving a problem, we have to make a sequence of decisions. To solve the problem, there are so many steps. So like D1, D2, DN. If this sequence is optimal, then the last k decisions must be optimal. We have to make 3 decisions, D1, D2, Dn. If this sequence is optimal, then the last k decisions, 1 less than k less than n, must be optimal. Example, the shortest path. So shortest path, I1, I2, D1, D2, Dn. If this sequence is optimal, then last k decisions must also be optimal. Example, the shortest path problem I1, I2, J is the shortest path from I to J. Then I1, I2 must be shortest path from I1 to J. Okay, so that we will be taking like this particular thing. So cost of 3 comma D, cost of 3 comma D is equal to C of D comma T. So optimal path you can tell it is C, S to C, C to F, and F to L. So algorithm. So coming for the algorithm, so you can take it like so input is a k-stage graph. G is equal to V comma E with n vertices indexed in order of stages. E is the set of edges and C of ij is the cost of ij. So this is the algorithm to find the graph representation. So cost of n is equal to 0 for j equals n minus 1 to 1 step minus 1. So let R be the vertex. So j comma r is the edge of G and C of j comma r plus cost of r is minimum. Then you can tell cost of j is equal to C of j comma r plus cost of r. Same thing. So just you add this two. C of j comma r plus cost of r is equal to cost of j. So similarly, you assign d of j is equal to r. Find the minimum cost path. So for that, you can take it. So minimum cost path is same thing. Cost of j is equal to j comma r plus cost of r. D of j is equal to r. Okay, so now you come for the analysis part. The complexity analysis of the function f graph is fairly straightforward. If G is represented by its adjacency list, then R can be found out in the time proportional to degree of vertex J. Hence, if G has E edges, then time for the for loop is given as theta of V plus E. So theta of V plus E. The time for the for loop in line 16 is theta of K. Hence total time is theta of V plus E. In addition to space needed, the space needed for cos D, D and P is given as theta of V plus E. Okay, so that is forward approach. Now you come for the backward approach. So that is a forward approach, one graph is there. Backward approach is the next graph we are finding. So cost of node J plus at stage I from source node S. So that is backward cost. So cost of Ij, it was for forward approach. B cost of Ij for backward approach. So B cost of Ij is equal to bin of B cost I minus 1 comma L plus C of L comma J. Okay. B cost I comma j is equal to mean of B cost I minus 1 comma L plus C of L comma j. So this is the formula we have taken to find the row path cost of the graph. So cost of 2 comma 2. So cost of 2 comma 2 is going to this particular cost of 2 comma 2. Yeah. Cost of 2 comma 2 is equal to 9. So how you find the cost of 2 comma 2 is equal to 9? Two comma 2 is equal to 9. Cost of 2 comma 3. So that is node I 2 to 2. So 2 to 2, it is cost is 9. So how to find out for 9? So I is 2, J is 2. Just you substitute it here. Okay. So I minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1 comma L. So 1 comma L. So from 1 So from 1 it is 9. Okay. So from 1 to 2, what is the path you are having? It is 9. That's why 9. So now you substitute I equals to j equals 3. So cost of 1 to 3. So 1 to 3. What is the path? It is 7. So now you come for 2 comma 4. So what is I value? 1 comma 4. From 1 to 4 it is 3. So now you come for 2 comma 5. So 2 comma 5 we have taken 1. 1 comma 5. 1 to 5 the path is 2. So cost of 3 comma 6. So is there the value from 3 to 6? So you can directly write if there is a path. Okay. So 3 to 6 is equal to from 3 to 6 that is equal to 2 to 6. So 2 to 6 it is 4. So 3 to 6 you can find out like this. Okay. So is equal to b cost of 2 comma 2 plus c of 2 comma 6 comma b cost of 2 comma 3 plus c of 3 comma 6. So 2 to 6 and 3 to 6 that will give you, so sorry, 2 to 6 plus 2 to 6 using 2 as well as 3, that will give you the cost mean of 9 plus 4 comma 7 plus 2. So this will give you 13, this will give you 9. Minimum of two values is equal to 9. So cost of 3 comma 7 it is equal to 11. So similarly I find out for all these particular things. So now you come for the algorithm. So coming for the algorithm for F graph. So here we take it as cost of B cost of R. So B cost of R plus C of R comma J is minimum. B cost of J is equal to B cost R plus C of R comma J. So D of J is equal to R. Find the minimum cost path. So P of 1 is equal to 1. P of K is equal to N. For J equals K minus 1 to 2, do P of J is equal to D of Pj plus 1. Okay. So now you come for the next multi-stage graph. So now we have solved using both a forward approach and backward approach. Forward, note that if the recurrence relation are formulated using forward approach, then relations are solved backwards. That is beginning with the last session. On the other end, if the relations are formulated using backward approach, they are solved forward. Okay. So if you are using forward approach, then relation are solved backward using beginning with the last session. So formulated using backward approach, they are solved forward. To solve the problem by using dynamic programming, find out the recurrence relation, represent the problem using multi-stage graph. So this is up to multi-stage. So that is introduction. We have gone with a general method with the examples, as well as multi-stage graphs. Okay. So, so So this is up to today's class, that is Introduction to Dynamic Programming using general method with examples as well as multi-stage graphs. So this is the introduction what we have seen. So in the next upcoming class, we will go with a very important from exam point of view, that is transitive closure. All these problems up to traveling salesman, you will get the compulsory questions in module 4. So today's class, so this topic may or may not get, but transitive, Floyd's, knapsack, Bellman food, and traveling salesman, these are the compulsory questions you will be getting for the exam point of view. Okay. So have you understood? Answer your attendance. Okay, so I hope you all have understood this particular concept. You may find it difficult. So I will be sharing this particular videos in my YouTube channel. So go through the particular concepts and understand. Okay, so this is up to today's class. So go through the videos in the YouTube channel. So understand the concepts. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for the channel. So you get much more videos of module 4 and module 5. So concentrate on the studies. Okay. So see you in the next upcoming classes. So I'll be ending this particular class. Okay. Meet you in the next class. Thank you all. So, so thank you all. Stay home. Stay safe.